so in love with you.
Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is going to be absolutely bonkers. Now, the data is in, and home buyers continue to cancel contracts at historical rates. And you guys, here's the thing, that is especially a problem for everyone that's in the real estate industry: lenders, realtor companies, brokerages, title companies, escrow companies. This is severely impacting the industry. But the thing is, you guys, it's better to walk away from something than choose to close on something that you don't really want. So it's okay to walk away. But here's the thing, you guys, how many people are walking away because they're afraid about what's going to happen? And how many people are walking away because they've been absolutely rug pulled? Now, I believe that most people are canceling contracts because they're being rug pulled from the increasing interest rates. If someone goes under contract right now and goes through the lending process and doesn't lock their rate, if rates go up 0.5 point to full percent, a lot of people could become unqualified to purchase a home during the middle of the transaction. And I believe that's what we're seeing, again, as a result of the skyrocketing interest rates. Now, what we're going to do today, you guys, is we're going to really dig into canceled contracts by reading a Redfin article that's titled "Sunbelt Homebuyers Are Backing Out of Purchases at Higher Rate Than Anywhere Else in the U.S." So obviously, some housing markets are experiencing unraveling faster than others. I'm blessed because I'm in Texas. I have several housing markets here that are giving me many indicators and showing me many factors that are spelling out a pricing crash in home value. But remember, you guys, I am not your financial advisor, even if I want to be, even though my bio is as a realtor, loan officer, and instructor in real estate in Texas. So you guys understand, this is just my personal YouTube channel. I'm just vlogging my thoughts. It's more of a rant, but it is what it is. And for my ranting, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and shoot me a comment below because you know I love hearing from you. So let's get started in this article right now. All right, y'all, I'm going to start on the top here, and then we'll look at the chart. I really love this chart. It really puts things in perspective. Here's how the article starts. Sunbelt cities, including Phoenix, Tampa, and Las Vegas, attracted scores of housing hunters during the pandemic, driving up home prices. Now their housing markets are among the fastest cooling in the nation, giving buyers the flexibility to bow out. Nationwide, roughly 64,000, it's a lot, home purchase agreements fell through in August, equal to 15.2% of homes that went under contract that month. And again, you guys, being an insider in the industry, that's a monumental number, and that is absolutely devastating to tens of thousands of people and professionals. That's up from 12.1% a year earlier, and it's comparable with July's revised rate of 15.5%. The percentage has now hovered around 15% for the past 3 months, the highest level on record with the exception of March and April of 2020, when the onset of the coronavirus pandemic brought the housing market to a near standstill. Before the pandemic, it was consistently at around 12%. So the normal cancellation rate is down here, y'all. It's about 12%. Now, once we had lockdowns, we were locked down. Obviously, that's going to shoot up to it shot up to 17.2%. Here's where we're at right now. We're over 15%. So essentially, we're near where we were during lockdowns. What this shows me here, guys, it being 15.2%, and then we'll look at the top states of cancellation as well. This shows me people are scared. Not only are people scared, but people are also being priced out. So and that's what I'm saying. I'm curious to see how many people are actually scared and on the sidelines compared to how many people are actually priced out. And I believe the number of people that are actually priced out far exceeds the people that are preparing, that are nervous, that are on the sidelines. And I think that's what we're saying, but only time will tell it. And again, if you're on the sidelines improving yourself, I'm telling you guys, we're fixing to win. Even if it seems scary, even if our payments are higher on our mortgages, this is what we want, y'all. I've been through this before. I've seen this. I feel like I've been preparing for what's happening right now for the last 11 years. And I'm going to take you through that with me. But let's get back to this article. right now. Of all the data providers, y'all, I really like Redfin the most. And I like how their CEO goes on the news and gets absolutely roasted, because at least he's out there getting roasted and not hiding, right? So I have, a little bit of respect for him right there. Props to Redfin. They're helping me out a lot. I won't lie, you guys. They just have so much consistent data uploading. But again, you just watch the variations of data. It's very scary also. Now let's finish up this article. This is according to a Redfin analyst of MLS data going back through 2017. Please note that homes that fell out of contract during a given month didn't necessarily go under contract the same month. For example, a home that fell out of contract in August could have gone under contract in July. This data is subject to revision. Home buyers were most likely to back out of deals in Sunbelt cities that surged in popularity and price during the pandemic, such as Phoenix, Tampa, and Las Vegas. They were least likely to back out in pricey coastal hubs like San Francisco and New York, which went out of vogue during the pandemic, but are now making a comeback as workers return to the office. Scroll down to the next section for a full metro level data. And we're going to go over the top metro areas here in a second. As far as canceled contracts is very revealing as to what states are in super bad shape. A slowing housing market is allowing buyers to re-engage on deals because it often means they don't need to waive important contract contingencies in order to compete like they did during last year's home buying frenzy, including inspections, financing, and appraisal contingencies in a contract. Means a buyer can cancel their purchase if there's an issue with the home, they can't get a mortgage, or the appraisal is different from the agreed upon amount. Some buyers may also be backing out of deals because they're waiting to see if home prices fall. House hunters today are taking their time and exploring their options, whereas 6 months ago, they had to act quickly and pull out every stop to compete because homes were selling almost immediately. Home buyers now will agree to buy a house and be doing the inspection and then back out because they found another home they love more. Surging mortgage rates may also be a factor. The average 30-year fixed rate mortgage hit 6.2% last week, the highest since 2008, sending the typical home buyer's monthly mortgage payment up 45% from a year ago. Some home buyers are finding that by the time they go under contract and lock in their mortgage rates could be much higher than they were when they toured a home or got pre-approved. That can kill the deal because the buyer is no longer financially comfortable with the purchase. I advise sellers to price their home competitively based on the current market because deals are falling through and buyers are no longer willing to pay pie in the sky price. And here's another thing, you guys. These canceled contracts are greatly impacting new construction builders because think about it. Some of these people are under contract for 6 to 8 months as a builder completes the new construction. So they are getting hit way worse than most of us because they have people under contract for much longer. For example, if someone went under contract for a new build in January and say it was a $500,000 new build, their payment is likely over $1,000 higher than when they first started. So this is taking an absolute beating on so many people. But the thing is, guys, we need a healthy reset. Now, what I think is interesting, take a look at the top metro areas with canceled contracts and take a good look at that because I believe these are going to be metro areas that crash in price the hardest and soonest. Take a look at the list right now. All right, y'all. So here's the list. Here's the metro area, and here's the percentage of canceled contracts. And we're going to go over this right now. Now, number one on the list, it's crazy. It's a Florida metro at Jacksonville. Jacksonville had 26. My gosh, you guys, 20 over 1 in 4 people canceled a contract in Jacksonville. Las Vegas is number 2 at 23%, followed by Atlanta at 22.6. Atlanta has a huge investor demand as well, so Atlanta is probably going to get hit bad. Followed by another Florida metro, Orlando at 22% almost. Fort Lauderdale after that at 21.7. Phoenix at 21.6. Tampa. Fort Worth, Texas. Texas finally made the list, 21.5. That's basically, that's next to Dallas. Then another Texas city, San Antonio at 21. Houston, 20.6% of transactions were canceled in Houston, followed by Dallas at 19.7. Look at that. Pretty much the four top metro areas, and then followed by West Palm, Florida at 19.6. And here's finally Austin. Here you are, Austin at 18.1. Now we got another California at Riverside at 18. Surprising, San Diego's not on here. Then we have a lovely Miami at 17.9%, Chicago, Columbus, Detroit, and also Los Angeles, California at 16.4%. But what I noticed here, guys, and you guys probably noticed this as well, look at how many metro areas that are from Florida and from Texas. So if you're from Florida or if you're from Texas, congratulations, because we're now seeing signs that the housing market is starting a correction or crash in prices. And remember this, you guys, the housing market is not like the stock market. The housing market is a massive beast of a market. It is slow moving. So understand that and stay patient. Understand that changes lag, but it will change, you guys. We have an overwhelming amount of data right now, not to mention we already understand about how this housing market came to become a bubble, which was hyper demand. When you turn the hyper demand off, obviously supply and inventory is going to come back. Now, other than that, you guys, I really hope you got some value from today's video. Comment below. Let me know what you learned from today's video, if anything. And if you're out there investing in real estate, you know I wish you luck and I hope you win.